As the violence entered its fourth week, the death toll climbed. More than 1,360 Palestinians, most of them civilians, and 56 Israeli soldiers. Israel believes it's now days away from destroying tunnels, which it says are used by Palestinian fighters to cross the border. It would then be ready for a truce, but Hamas, which rules Gaza, says a ceasefire must be accompanied by the lifting of an Israeli blockade. As the bombardment continued, relatives said farewell to one of the youngest victims. A baby named Shema was delivered by posthumous cesarean section after her mother was killed in an Israeli airstrike last Thursday. Doctors kept her in an incubator, but less than a week later, Shema died. Ann Chang, ATV News.
Several British Muslim charities are demanding answers after banking giant HSBC decided to close their accounts. The groups believe it's related to their support for Palestinians in Gaza. ATV's Ben O'Rourke reports.
HSBC's slogan, the world's local bank, conjures up the image of a friendly and approachable lender. But that doesn't seem to be the case for some Muslim charities based in Britain. The bank has told them it is closing their accounts for no apparent reason. Finsbury Park Mosque, linked to controversial cleric Abu Hamza, is one of them. Earlier this month, the trustee received a letter informing him that HSBC will close the mosque's account in September for the vague reason that providing banking services to it fell outside its risk appetite. Hamza's association with the mosque ended nearly 10 years ago, and since then it's built up a reputation as a charitable organisation that funds local activities. HSBC's decision has left the mosque's managers scratching their heads, along with the people who run the Umar Welfare Trust, a Bolton-based relief organisation that funds projects around the world, including the Gaza Strip. The organisation received a similar letter from HSBC with the same excuse. The charity asked the bank for an explanation, but has not had a response. The Trust's director suspects it's due to its work in the Palestinian territories, saying Barclays did the same thing during the last Gaza war. Another Muslim charity, the Cordoba Foundation, and the wife and two teenage sons of its head, Anas al-Tikriti, also received termination letters from HSBC. Al-Tikriti wasn't given any explanation, despite having had an HSBC account since the 1980s. The bank has reportedly said the decision to close the accounts was absolutely not based on race or religion. However, critics point out that all the charities have Islamic roots, and some have been very vocal in their opposition to Israel's attack on the Palestinians. Al-Tikriti is conflictually related to his work in Gaza and urged people to boycott HSBC. It's not the first time HSBC has closed accounts in bulk. In 2012, the bank was forced to pay the American government nearly $2 billion after it was accused of helping drug cartels and states targeted by Washington's sanctions to launder money. Following that, HSBC asked dozens of consulates, embassies and high commissions in the UK to close their bank accounts. Ben O'Rourke, ATV News.
Finance news: Hong Kong shares have recorded their best monthly performance in nearly 2 years. The Hang Seng Index edged up 24 points to close at 24,756 on a robust turnover of $84 billion. Mainland property developers advanced, but the benchmark's early gains were eroded by weakness in other major Chinese companies. Let's take a look at markets overseas, starting in the US. Big losses on Wall Street. Dow Jones is down 187 points. In Europe, the London FTSE is down 47 points. The Frankfurt DAX is down 189 points. Paris CAC is down 70 points. US dollar cross rates. The euro 1.33, the pound is 1.68. It's 102.79 Japanese yen against the US dollar. Time to check your Mark 6 tickets. Tonight's winning numbers: 12, 22, 27, 35, 44, 48. The extra number is 38. The weather forecast for the next few days: mainly fine and very hot tomorrow, apart from isolated showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures will range from 28 to 33 degrees. Sunny periods with showers over the weekend. Here's a look at the weather around the world. That's all the news for now. Thanks for watching ATV. I'm Edna Tse. Good night.
Coming up, Celebrity MasterChef 7.